What's up, Dunkers and Dunkettes? It's Wayne Duncan, No Vision Duncan, and we're back with year 4 of the Madden 22 Indianapolis Colts Realistic Rebuild. If you tuned in to part 3, once again, we missed out on the playoffs, but barely. We was 9-8. 3 teams in the division were 9-8. Titans ended up winning the division. We started Matt Ryan, gave him one more last chance, but we eventually put in our young franchise rookie quarterback midway through the season. He was able to win AFC Offensive Rookie of the Year. Made some moves in free agency. Going into the second year, he will be the full-time starter. So let's waste no more time. And let's go ahead and meet the young fella and the rest of the squad, the rest of the team before the preseason starts. And like I said, we just mentioned him. Evan Davis is our new franchise quarterback, rocking that number 12. Tribute to Andrew Luck. Hopefully he can become kind of like Andrew Luck, a little bit better though. Hopefully he's like a Peyton Manning for us. Still got Sam Ehlinger and Trapp as our backup quarterbacks. No more Matt Ryan, no more Matty Ice. He is gone. Jonathan Taylor, 99 overall, the face of the team, face of the franchise. Naheem Hines, we are shopping him right now. He is on the trading block. Hasn't really done much in the running game. Not even the receiving game, really, as our backup running back. So we did bring in Deontay Foreman as a backup, and then we drafted this guy, Devin Anderson, in the draft as a, elusive back. So there is some competition at backup running back. Jeremy Smith, our fullback that we drafted a couple years ago, and then Michael Pittman, still our wide receiver 1. No more Matt Ryan, but we decided to bring back Julio Jones because he is being productive, even though he is getting older. And then Jason Gallery's been kind of a bust for us, still on the roster, but we brought in some more competition for him. We brought in Isaiah McKenzie because we have a lot of big-ass wide receivers. You see Michael Pittman, 6'4", Julio, 6'3". Gallery's he's 6'2", but he's 221. And then this guy, Jermaine Vincent, who we got in the 5th round in this draft, 6'5", 235, 70 overall in the 5th round. That was a steal, but he's a big receiver. So we brought in Isaiah McKenzie as a speedster. Got Shee Smith down here, so a lot of competition for that wide receiver 3 spot. And then Mo Ali Cott's grandson. And then our big free agent signing was Mekhi Becton. Was surprised to see him sitting there. Jets must have let him go. They must have got tired of him being injury prone, not being available. But we're going to give him a chance, and he's going to help beef up our O-line. And then Quentin Nelson, so you pair them up on that left side. And Quentin Nelson won Offensive Lineman of the Year award last season. So that left side is going to be strong, followed by Ryan Kelly, who kind of had a down season for us, still made the Pro Bowl, though, just because his overall is good. And then Nick McLean, who is the weakest spot on the O-line, but he's only 22 years old, 69 overall, going to be a 70 soon. So he should be straight. And then Braden Smith has been playing great. He's been playing consistent. Kwity Paye has been okay. We keeping that trend of signing former Minnesota Viking players. So we brought in Adenabo to be our backup, and then Yannick Ngakoue, and then we have the other Odengbo. I think I've been saying his name wrong, but that was another reason why we brought in Afedi, just because their names look similar. And then Forrest Buckner still here doing his thing. And then Aaron Clemens was our 1st round pick this season. Now, if y'all watched the video, part 3, year 3, I was disappointed, upset with myself that I took Aaron Clemens in the 1st round. He is, what is he, like a 70? He was a 75, I think, 75 overall, something like that. Right in, we moved him to D tackle. I saw that normal dev, and I was like, fuck, because I could have took a receiver. There was a cornerback. There was a linebacker. There was a D tackle with the last name Buckner. And I didn't know who I wanted to take. So I ended up taking Aaron Clemens, saw that normal dev, and I got, I was like, fuck, I made a mistake, big mistake. But we moved him in the D tackle. He went up a couple of points overall. Now he got the morale boost. He's a 79 overall right now, 21 years old. And when I looked at the other guys that we passed on in the draft, they were all normal dev. So it didn't matter who we took. We was going to get stuck with that normal dev. So that makes me feel a little bit better about the draft pick. I think he's going to be a beast playing alongside DeForest Buckner. We brought in Hassan Ridgeway for depth. And then the freak, Darius Leonard. He's been great. He is down to superstar dev now. So I don't know if that's just Madden screwing with us, or is because he's getting up there in age. And then Daryl Randolph, I think he was our second round pick, low overall, but he is a hidden depth, not really a scheme fit for our linebackers. He's more of a speed rusher, but we're going to try to develop him as a run stopper / pass coverage linebacker. He will be competing for that starting right outside linebacker job. And then Bobby Okereke, who's been robbed and disrespected the most in this whole rebuild by Madden, was a star dev coming in, went up to superstar dev. They knocked him all the way down to normal dev, had another breakout season last season, stuck on the normal dev. But as long as he's playing good, producing well, he is our middle linebacker one. And then on the right side, no more Dante Hightower. We have DeMarco Atkinson, who's been here a couple seasons as a backup, but he will be competing with Randolph, who has that hidden dev trait. And then Kenny Moore, we finally got him some help with Darius Slay, big play Slay at cornerback. We brought him in with Mekhi Becton in the free agency period. And then keeping that trend of signing former Minnesota Viking players, Mackenzie Alexander. As a slot cornerback, we did get Braxton Nelson, this guy, in the draft. Hopefully we can develop him. He's not really good at man coverage, so that's why we needed to bring in somebody like Mackenzie Alexander. Then we got Julian Blackman, who we extended last season, had a decent season. And then Tracy Walker, who really didn't do nothing last season for us. Just got some tackles, but there was nothing else available, so we did bring him in. But he is going to have competition with John Stoudemire, who I think was our second or third round pick in the draft. Low overall, but he is a scheme fit. Hopefully we can develop him. And then we got, Rodrigo Blankenship. And we forgot to sign my boy Sanchez, the punter, in free agency. I forgot his contract was up. Checked the free agency in the preseason. Unfortunately, he was gone. So next best thing, we brought in Jake Bailey. So that is the team for the preseason. You know how we do. We bench our starters. Preseason matters, but we're going to bench our starters. Jonathan Taylor, Darius Leonard, guys like that will not be playing in the preseason. So hopefully we can go into the regular season healthy as we win the first game of the season. Now, we do have some competition. Like I said, wide receiver 3 is up for grabs. Julio really doesn't need to play in the preseason. We know what Julio can do. We know what Julio can do. So between Gallery, McKenzie, Vincent, even Shee Smith, somebody's going to win that wide receiver 3 role. And then, let's see, on the left, we got Randolph. On the right, we got him. So we'll see who plays better between those two. And that's about it. That's all the competition that we got so far. Backup running back as well. Julio Jones comes back from injury. See if we can get another. We get blown out in the preseason. And then let's go ahead and switch up those wide receivers a little bit. And let's put Vincent in and give McKenzie a chance. And then we'll see what they do. And then we'll check out the stats week 4 of the preseason as we win. So we go 2-1 in the preseason. Record really doesn't matter. It's more about them stats. Let's see, Sam Ellinger actually played well against he was playing against backups though, so he will be our backup quarterback. Deontay Foreman actually had a touchdown, but he averaged the same as Nyheim Hines, so Nyheim Hines will remain our backup running back as Devin Anderson got 2 touchdowns. So he'll move up on the depth chart a little bit, try to get him some carries too. We might even cut Deontay. Well, Deontay Foreman had a touchdown, so we're going to keep all 4 running backs. Fullback had a touchdown. This Paul Goodwell dude balled out as Gallery had the touchdown. Vincent had more receptions. So don't know what we're going to do at wide receiver 3 yet. Kind of want to go with Vincent. I don't see Isaiah McKenzie. He really didn't do much. Cats gave up 2. Really don't care about the O-line. And then on the defensive side, so Clemens had a sack, 2 TFLs. Atkinson had 15 tackles, but Randolph had 17. So I think Randolph, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start Atkinson and then have Randolph come in as a sub. That way they both can play. They can split some time because we want to give Atkinson a chance to play. He's been sitting behind Darius Leonard, sitting behind Dante Hightower. And let's go ahead and cut and demote people to the practice squads. So first up, we got Evan Trapp. I think I'm gonna keep 3 quarterbacks. I'm gonna keep all 4 running backs. And when it comes to these receivers, Gallery played okay enough to stay on the roster. I thought about trading him or cutting him even. Let's see. We'll shop him too, just because he's been kind of a bust for us. But Sheet Smith to stay. Kenzie, he really didn't do much, and he was hurt. But we need a speedster on this team. Goodwell was good, so all these other guys, Beckham can go. Mullins can go to the practice squad. Stevenson can go. And we got a lot of receivers. Mullins. Oh, he's on the practice squad already. And then Roy Watkins can go to the practice squad. Tight end. I think I'm going to keep all 4. For right now. LaMarcus Givens can go to the practice squad. Route can get cut. Hannah, he's actually pretty decent, but we'll move him to the practice squad. Keep 4 D tackles. Keep our linebackers. Duncan can go to the practice squad. And Boswell can go to the practice squad. So that should be 10 people. It felt like I cut 10 people off the regular roster, and we do have one more person. So who is going to be that special person, that special somebody? Let's go Goodwell. Can we? We have to cut him. He played well in the preseason. I don't want to cut him. I'd rather move him to the practice squad. I don't know. It might have to be that quarterback. Evan Trapp, you're gone. Got outplayed by Sam Ellinger. And that'll be the team. So let's go ahead, upgrade everybody. Get everybody set on the depth chart. And get on with year 4. See if we can make a playoff appearance. Maybe even try to get a division. Damn, I ain't even reorder. Try to get a division title. That's the first goal. Always try to win the division first. Then once you win the division, it comes with the playoffs. Once you get to the playoffs, gotta win a couple of games, get a playoff victory. Then after that playoff victory, try to go on a run, get to the Super Bowl, and win the whole damn thing. So that's the goal. That's how we break it down. We got JT, Naheem Himes, Foreman. I like our running back room. Tight ends. We got receivers. I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to we'll go with that. I kind of want to start Vincent. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start Gallery, but Vincent will be in the slot. Yeah, we'll do it like that. And then the O-line should be straight. DN, Buckner, Denabo there. On the left. Cornerback should be set. Warner, Tracy Walker. Damn, I forgot about Tracy Walker and John Stoudemire. I thought about starting Stoudemire. I need to double check. Was he a second round pick? I can't even remember. If he was a second round pick, I might give him a chance to start. 23 years old, 65 overall. What was he? He was a third round pick. So I think we'll go with Tracy Walker for now, and if he just doesn't play well, he'll lose his job to Stoudemire. So we're trying to be competitive. And then for special teams now, I miss having Kerryon Johnson. Forgot to re-sign him too. But I think we're going to go with Anderson and McKenzie. That's why we brought in Isaiah McKenzie to be a speedster. And then Shee Smith. And then punt return, we'll go with Nyheim Hines. And let's go with Goodwell. He played well in the preseason. Yeah, let's go with Goodwell. Bailey will be the kickoff. Nyheim Hines will be third down back for one more season. I'm thinking just giving it to Jonathan Taylor, just coming to third down back at this point. Yeah, because it hasn't been working with Nyheim Hines. And then Foreman. Gallery. No, not be the slot receiver. We're going to go with Michael Pittman, just doing it all. Julio, and then instead of Gallery, we're going to go with Vincent, Pay, and then rush D tackle. They have Hassan Ridgeway there. I guess we can do that. I kind of wanted to put a Dangbo in, but Hassan Ridgeway looks decent. Sub linebacker will be Darius Leonard and Bobby Okereke. And like I said, we're starting DeMarco Atkinson, but we're going to have Randolph coming in as a sub linebacker. And then Kenny Moore, Kenzie Alexander, and Braxton Nelson. So I like that. And then let me go ahead for that backup right outside linebacker spot. Let's go with Randolph right there. And that'll do it for the depth chart. Let's go ahead and get on to week one as we kick off the season against the Green Bay Packers. Because we have a rookie quarterback, well, first full year starting, let's just say we would do like four. When I do like 4 wins, that's more so of like rookie quarterback starting. Don't know if we're ready for the playoffs. I want not necessarily just 4 wins, but like between 4 to 6 wins. And then 7 wins is more like 7 to 10. Playoffs is, of course, I want to at least make the wild card round. And Super Bowl is usually what we do for year 5. Because this is his second year, but his first full year starting, I want to make the playoffs because we've improved by 1 win every season. We had 9 wins last season, missed it by a couple of games, would have made the playoffs. But we're going to stick to just 7 wins right now. I want to make the playoffs, though, but not going to put all that pressure on the quarterback. And let's go ahead and check out the prospects before we simulate the first game. As I see offensive line, wide receiver, DN, right outside linebacker, running back. So a couple quarterbacks. Actually, it's a lot of quarterbacks, cornerback even. So there is some positions of need in that top 15, top 20 that we could use. But let's see if we can kick off the season with a W on the road, Lambeau Field against Green Bay. Most likely Jordan Love we're playing at this point. And we do kick off the season 33-27. Game went into overtime. Let's see, we ran the ball, shut the running game down. That's that old school football that I like. And they had the turnover. We shut them down on third down. And That was a big win for Evan Davis. Kick off the season with a win. We did play Jordan Love. Sam Ehlinger, that's why I brought you back as our backup quarterback. That's why we cut the other third-string quarterback. So Sam Ehlinger throwing that touchdown was big. Let's see, Jonathan Taylor, 100 yards. Naheem Hines running it hard. He's pissed off that he's on that trading block. Deontay Foreman had a touchdown. Gallery is trying to break out this season now, 6 catches. Vincent had a catch. Don't see Julio really. The 2 best linemen giving up a couple sacks, but DeForest Buckner and the rookie Clemens, a sack and a half each. Kenny Moore had a sack and a pick. And then Blankenship missing 1 field goal. Wish he would have just made it. We would have never went to overtime. But Julio's not hurt. So let me just do this. Gallery played well, so we'll put him back there, I guess. Yeah, we'll put him there. Hopefully that doesn't come back to screw me over and we lose the next game because I messed with the depth chart. Actually, let's put it back. Let's just put it back just because I feel like that's going to curse us or something. Let's just leave it the way we had it. And let's see if we can beat the Bills on the road and go 2-0 on the road. And we lose 34-19. I shouldn't have messed with the depth chart. It's probably why we lost. Probably not, though. They just was a better team that day as we turned the ball over twice. Not going to win doing that. But Evan Davis is going to have to learn. He's going to have to learn. He's going to go through some growing pains as they have Kareem Hunt and Devin Singletary with a 1-2 punch. Michael Pittman went crazy. Gallery wants to have a big season now. Julio had 3 catches. Blankenship was perfect. Bailey was perfect. And you know what? Gallery's playing well. So let's just go ahead and put him back in a depth chart. And he's actually playing better than Julio. Put him right there. As the first mock draft is out, so let's just see where they have us projected and who they have us projected to take. And that would be a quarterback. Interesting. Not taking the quarterback. We believe in Evan Richard. And let's see if we can beat the Giants, our first home game of the season. See if we can get the dub against them. And we do 38-31. So we're putting up points. Oop, don't want to do that. And we are passing the ball. No more barely throwing for 100 damn yards a game. 4 touchdowns, no picks. As their quarterback played well. Also, Jonathan Taylor, touchdown. Jason Gallery must be pissed that we took that receiver in the 5th round. So he's starting to blossom. I thought he was a bust, but now he's proving me wrong. Julio had a touchdown. Yannick Ngakoue, Darius Leonard, both had sacks. Blankenship made his field goal. And this looks like the Gallery season. Like, that's crazy. It's crazy. First two years in the league, wasn't really doing much. We brought back Julio, drafted a receiver, brought in Isaiah McKenzie, and now he's playing better. As Bobby Okereke comes back from injury, let's just make sure that he is in the sub linebacker role that we like to have him in. Let's just fill this out. Okay, so that's perfect. And let's see if we can beat the Tennessee Titans. Monday Night Football. They won the division last season. And we swept them actually last season. And looks like we have won our last 3 games against them. So we got their number. They may be the best team in the division, but we got their number as we didn't pass the ball well this game. We couldn't stop Derrick Henry. They beat us on third down, too. So they just outplayed us. I don't know how we won. Don't know how we won. Yeah, they outplayed us, I would say. As Evan Davis, I mean, he didn't play bad. 20 of 23 is just not a lot of yards. We relied heavily on the run and Jonathan Taylor with his 2 touchdowns. Mo Alley Cox looks like he's having a great year. Michael Pittman. Quentin Nelson giving up sack. Bobby Okereke comes back from injury with a sack. And then Yannick Ngakoue, Buckner, they chip in. And Darius Leonard gets a interception. As we are 3-1, it's impressive. And, of course, the Jaguars 4-0. Finally, when we're having a good start. Texans back down to 0-4, and then Titans, who we just beat, 2-2. And we are playing the 2-2 Miami Dolphins to see if we can get a W, get a win against them. And we get the dub, 24-17. So off to a hot start. 2 turnovers, and we still won the game. So that's kind of good and kind of bad. I don't want to see those turnovers, but if we can still win the game while getting those turnovers, that's pretty damn good. Gallery's having a breakout season. He must have a better connection with with Evan Richard than he did with Matt Ryan. You know, Matt Ryan loved throwing to Julio, and that's that's crazy how that works. Like when we brought in Matt Ryan, Julio was getting 1,000 yards. Now we bring in Evan Richard, Julio's not even doing nothing, and now Gallery is blossoming. So maybe it's just the quarterback, wide receiver, the different connections. And we are 4-1, and we playing the 4-1 Las Vegas Raiders. So this game for the AFC, playoff implications, seedings, whatever, all that is involved in this game. Let's see if we can get the win at home, 24-7. Great game for the defense, and we are sitting at 5-1. I ain't even gonna cap. I am surprised. At this start of the season, as Naheem Hines, Deontay Foreman, they're running it well. Gallery, like this whole season, like I ain't gonna, I don't want to jinx it as Clemens gets a sack. Kenzie Alexander, our 4th cornerback, gets a pick. But this start is surprising me. Evan Richards playing well. Gallery, who I was gonna bench and replace him at wide receiver 3, he's balling out. Mo Alley Cox is balling out. We're 5-1. We got to play the 6-0 Jacksonville Jaguars. I expected us to be a little bit better than we were last season, but we're balling right now, man. We're balling right now in year 4. And let's see if we can end the Jaguars' undefeated streak. They are the top team in our division, even though we're better overall than them. They have a better defense. Our offense is way better. Let's see if we can beat Trevor Lawrence and the 6-0 Jacksonville Jaguars on the road. I probably should have upgraded the team. Yeah, I should have, because we lost 32-17, and they will continue their undefeated streak. They are the team to beat in the AFC South, as we had 2 turnovers, and it was 2 picks. Jonathan Taylor, I mean, he's not running. He's not getting those 200-yard games he was getting a couple of seasons ago, as Travis Etienne had 2 touchdowns. Michael Pittman was great. Gallery has just been balling, man. DeForest Buckner had 2 sacks. And maybe it's time to bench Julio. He's not really doing much. Maybe we should put the young receiver in. Week 8. We are at the midseason mark. Let's take a look at the mock draft. And hopefully they don't have us taking a quarterback. They have us all the way down here, losing in the 2nd round, probably to the Jaguars. And they have us taking a left tackle. We do need a right guard, or upgrade at right guard. We have Mekhi Becton now, so that wouldn't be a bad pick if we can move him in the guard. And we have, let's see, a weekly award. Don't know who it is. DeForest Buckner. Shout out to him to the 9 tackles and the 2 sacks. We are going to upgrade the team because we are at the bye week and midweek. So let's upgrade the team. Let's see, Vincent. That's the receiver, right? Is that the big receiver we just drafted? It is. So let's go ahead and look at his ratings. Needs to work on route running. But let's go ahead and try to make him a scheme fit. And let's see if Randolph. I want to try to make him more of a run stopper / pass coverage guy. Get him off that speed rusher. He actually is a run stopper. A little bit already. Yeah, so let's put that up some more. I didn't know that. And everybody else, auto. And then we'll take a look at the contracts that we have. Who do we want back for the final season? Of course, I want DeForest Buckner. Get him on I'll even give him a 3-year deal. Give him a 3-year deal. He's been playing well. He wants more salary. He can have it. Darius Slay, we'll wait. Kelly, I'll even wait just because he had a bad season last season. Naheem Himes, he is in a contract year. But that is a cheap. I don't usually like keeping 2 running backs, but if it's that damn cheap and that friendly, we might bring him back if he has a good season. Julio, no. And then maybe these backups. Don't know yet. But we're playing well. Week 8, we'll try to come back with DeForest Buckner. And I want to see what some of these guys are doing because we are at the bye week, and bye week is I like to use the bye week as a chance to change some things on the depth chart. So, Julio, I know you're a legend and everything, but he has 19 catches, 211 yards, 1 touchdown. Do we put in Jermaine Vincent, who has 1 catch? Let's see what he can do. And do we bench Julio? Another person, Atkinson. What is he doing? 11 tackles, 3 TFLs. He's not doing anything. Tracy Walker, once again, I don't think he's doing anything. 35 tackles, 1 TFL. So, they're all decent starters, but because we are winning games and we're 5-2, I'm going to leave it the way it is. It's not all about the stats. It's more about winning. So, we have our revenge game against the 8-0 Jags. If we want a chance to win the division, we need to win this game. We can't let them sweep us. So, let's go ahead and pay DeForest Buckner. Hopefully, that'll give him some motivation. He have a breakout game. And he wanted more salary. Let's give him more salary. Up the bonus 1. And we got the deal done. And then we'll wait on these other guys. And let's see if we can take care of business, man. We need to win this game. And we lose by a field goal. So the Jaguars most likely are going to win the division, as we could not pass the ball against them. We didn't turn the ball over. We just couldn't pass the ball, and we still only lost by a field goal. Jonathan Taylor, I mean, he's having a down year. Naheem Himes isn't doing anything. Gallery has been our best receiver. Julio has not done nothing. Mekhi Becton gave up 2 sacks. Yannick Ngakoue, Kwity Paye, they did their thing. Darius Slay, I think that was his first pick of the season. And we're kind of on a 2-game losing streak. I'm kind of thinking about making those changes, as we have Pruitt coming back from injury. He's like our 5th cornerback, and then McCain is out. So is Stoudemire. So I was going to put Stoudemire in over Tracy Walker, but that's not going to happen. Let's bench Julio for a game, as we have a TV game, by the way, against the Titans. Let's bench Julio. Actually, we're not going to bench Julio. He's playing his former team, the Titans. So let's go ahead and let him get his little revenge game against them. Hopefully he can have a great game. as we are on a 3-game losing streak. Yes, we need to make a change. Sunday night game that we lost 2 points, and it looks like we're starting to melt down as we're not passing the ball all too well. So, yeah, we need to change something in the passing game. Julio actually played well. Kwity Paye is playing well. Bobby Okereke, Blankenship missed a field goal. Fuck you, because that cost us the damn game. We would have won. But offense is not playing great. Offense is not playing great. So what we're going to do is I'm actually going to bench Julio Jones. Gonna bench Julio. Put in Vincent. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's all we're going to do. And see if that does anything. 5-4, still a good record, still over 500, but we're kind of slipping a little bit. We were 5-1. Now we're on a 3-game losing streak, trying to melt down. We need to pick up some wins. We might not win the division. Jaguars looking to go 17-0 as we win 10-3. So we make some changes on offense, and the defense plays lights out. 10-3, low scoring game. We ran the ball, we passed the ball. Both teams had a turnover. We were perfect on third down. They couldn't get any third down conversions, as both quarterbacks really didn't play that great. Our quarterback just played a little bit better, as Nyheim Hines had a touchdown. Julio, I thought I benched him, but he came in, had 5 catches. He wants to keep playing. Vincent got in, had 2 catches, averaged 14.5 a catch. Michael Pittman had 3 catches. And then Laramie Tunsil gave up 4 sacks. And that was all. Great draft pick. Crown me draft king. Normal dev. Aaron Clemens, rookie defensive end that we moved in, a defensive tackle, just straight bullied Laramie Tunsil. Bobby Okereke and Ngakoue both had sacks, and then Okereke had a pick. Blankenship had a field goal blocked. Thank God it did not cost us the game. We get off that losing streak as we have a breakout player scenario, and it is Aaron Clemens. I need this badly for him to get that star dev trait, because he should have had one when we fucking drafted him. As DeForest Buckner is out, that's even more of a chance for him to hit on that dev trait. So let's go ahead and see if we can beat the Vikings at home. Vikings, we've been stealing some of their scraps, stealing their former players. And we beat them 35-13. And hopefully he hit that dev trait. As we shut the running game down, we ran the ball, old school, no turnovers, 1 touchdown. They have a rookie quarterback. We welcomed him to the NFL, 10 of 13, so not a lot of passing attempts. Jonathan Taylor, Nyheim Hines, they were great. I saw another touchdown down there. That was their fullback. Let's see, Molly Cox, Gallery, touchdown for Julio. Michael Pittman, 2 catches. Yannick Ngakoue, please. Tracy Walker had a TFL in the pick, so he's doing something. Clemens had a TFL. I think that's all he needed. Darius Leonard had a pick, and he might have hit the dev trait. He might not have, though. I think all he had to do was get a TFL. So let's see if he hit it. And he did. So I apologize to Aaron Clemens. Thinking we messed up the draft pick, but it looks like we made the right decision, as Isaiah Boone, I think that's our 4th tight end, our blocking tight end, is back, and we play the 10-1 Jets. So the Jets and the Jaguars sit in the top of the AFC. They've been able to turn their franchises around. This game is important. Let's see if we can get our 8th win of the season. And I'm not going to mess with the depth chart anymore. I thought about putting that receiver in. I just love that receiver, man. 6'5", 232. But he'll play next season. And see if we can beat the 10-1 Jets on the road. It's going to be a tough task. Yep, 20-14. I knew we had there was a very high chance we were going to lose that game, and we did. But it was a close game. We just couldn't pass the ball. We turned the ball over twice, and we still only lost by 6 points. So that just says a lot. That says a lot. Jonathan Taylor had 100 yards. Michael Pittman starting to slow down. Denabo, sack. Damn, I miss Sanchez. Pinning him inside the 20. Hopefully we'll bring him back. We'll try to bring him back, though, in free agency. Usually the kickers and punters are always there. And Julian Blackman, DeForest Buckner, our backs for our defense, is back at full strength. This is an important game. 6-6 Steelers. We're 7-5. We're on the road. We need to win this game. Get our 8th win of the season. Go to 8-5. We'll have a very high chance of making the playoffs. And it looks like we're going to fucking melt down because that's what we do. And that's what Madden likes to do when you finally have a fucking good team. 200 rushing yards, 2 turnovers. We lose to Jameis and the Steelers. Jonathan Taylor was great. Michael Pittman, Julio, Gallery, Braden Smith and Kelly giving up some sacks. Kwity Paye, Aaron Clemens should be Rookie of the Year. Mackenzie Alexander, 2 picks on the season as our 4th cornerback. Actually, he might be my 3rd cornerback. He is my 3rd cornerback. What am I talking about? And let's see, we're still 7-6 though. Still 7-6, but we're behind the Titans now, who we have their number. And if you look at the playoff spots, we lost that game to the Steelers. They're the 7th seed. The Titans aren't even in it. Just the Jaguars represent the AFC South. So the AFC is really fucking tough. And we're going to have to win some games if we want to sneak in there. So let's go ahead and see if we can beat the Lions at home. And we do. That was a big win. We get our 8th win of the season. One more win will tie the amount of wins we had last season. Because I want to keep that trend of improving. As long as we improve, I'm good. We was up 21-0 at the half. Davis is starting to slow down. I've been calling this dude Evan Richard. I just peeped that. I've been calling this man Evan Richard. His name is Evan Davis. Evan Davis, he's been slowing down when it comes to the passing yards. Nyheim Hines and Jonathan Taylor both had rushing touchdowns. Mo Ali Cox is getting a lot of touchdowns. Gallery's starting to slow down too. Clemens is starting to peak. Tracy Walker playing against his old team. He's playing well. So it looks like it was a good decision to bring him back. Taking chances on these players, Gallery, Tracy Walker, when they didn't do shit last season, and now they're starting to produce. I love it. And, man, the AFC is tough. Patriots, 7-7, trying to get in the playoffs. So this is another game that we need to win. So let's go ahead and upgrade this team because this game is very important. And we need to win this. We need to win this. Get our 9th win of the season, please. What's going on in the passing game, man? We was down 17-0 at the half. Why can't we pass for 200 yards now? Why all of a sudden we can't pass for 200 yards? Why all of a sudden Gallery is playing like the Gallery of last season? Why is it that... we're going to get by 8-9 wins again. And we're going to miss out on the playoffs because the AFC is probably tough as hell. Let's go ahead and lose to the Bears. And we win 35-31. It's going to come down to the final game of the season. We're either going to win, get 10 wins, and then miss out on the playoffs, or lose and miss out on the playoffs. Either way, we're most likely going to miss out on the playoffs. I bet all my money on it. 3 touchdowns, 1 pick for Evan Davis, 2 touchdowns for Nyheim Hines. He's running a little bit harder this season. God damn it. I should have just played him. Jermaine Vincent, 5 catches, 89 yards. He's a beast. I'm keeping him next year. I'm keeping him next year. Gallery with a touchdown. Pittman must have got hurt or something. 2 sacks for Kwity Paye. Now, looking at the standings, we are actually second in the division, and we're gonna finish second with the Titans being 7-9, Texans 5-11. So that is a great achievement in itself already, going from last to second. Now, if we win this game, we will get 10 wins. So we will have went from 7, 8, 9 to 10 wins, improving by 1 win every season. That would be a great achievement. But what would be even greater is if we make the playoffs. So looking at the AFC, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Would you fucking look at that? We lost to the Patriots. And if they win, even if we win, we're fucking out. We'll be the first team out because the Bills are at 8-8. I think the Bills beat us too, though. So if they win, we can slip below them. I know we lost to the Steelers, I think. Anyway, point is, we need to win. Patriots need to lose. That's just what it is. If we want to make the playoffs. So the Patriots are playing the 4-12 Dolphins. So guess who's going to win that game? Guess who's going to win that game? So let's just take care of business, win our game, and hope that Miami can help us out a little bit. Get the 10 wins, second in the division, improve. We win 10-7. But like I guessed, first team out of the fucking playoffs. Looking at the standings, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That game against the Patriots cost us a spot in the playoffs. We were the first team out. As we were 7-2 at home, 3-5 on the road, but 10-7, and we didn't make the playoffs. But when you look at, like I said, we went from 7 wins to 8 wins to 9 wins to 10 wins. So every single season, there is a pattern that we're going upward 1 game. So our win projection next year should be 11 wins, and that should be good enough to make the playoffs. As you can see, 10 wins was not good enough. The AFC was just too damn hard. Jaguars 13 wins, Raiders 13, Chiefs 12, Ravens 11, Jets 11, Broncos 10, us and the Patriots 10, even the Bills at 9-8. Being the second team out. So the AFC was just too damn tough. We got screwed out of the playoffs. We should have been a playoff team. But fortunately, we weren't. So got some stuff to improve on. Looking at the team rankings, points per game, we were 21st. Passing yards per game, we were 30th. But rushing, we were number 4. Defensive points per game were number 8. Passing yards per game were 11. So our defense is just top 10 defense whole season in every category. And we just need to work on our passing game. Contract gets extended, so we will keep Frank Reich for all 5 seasons. Looking at the top performers, Russell Wilson, Julian Spence, Rick Jennings, don't know who those 2 guys are, but they balled out. Zeke Elliott, 2,000 yards rushing. Derrick Henry, and look at Jonathan Taylor. I thought he had a quiet season. He wasn't running for a lot of yards. He must have turned it up at the end of the season. Justin Jefferson, Michael Thomas, Cortland Sutton. You got Myles Garrett, 25 sacks, breaking the record. DeMarcus Lawrence, Aaron Donald, Shaq Griffin, Cam Dantzler, Eric Kendricks, Devin White, Nick Bolton, and Kaiser White. Looking at the stats, under 30 touchdowns. Kind of slowed down towards the end of the season. 9th in defensive yards, 21st points per game. And Michael Pittman had a down year. A lot of picks. Not enough passing touchdowns. So, his first year starting, it was basically his rookie year. Not really. He played half of the games last season after we benched Matt Ryan. Jonathan Taylor has been the most consistent player on this team. I think Naheem Hines did enough to solidify himself as running back 2 that season. So we'll see if we bring him back or not. But Deontay Foreman played well. We got Anderson there. So Gallery played great this season. Julio Jones turned it up towards the end of the season. So all the receivers were just even. Vincent, it was even good. I'm definitely going to push him next season. Offensive line, Braden Smith kind of had a down year for him. Mekhi Becton was okay. Quentin Nelson, that's bad for his standards. Ryan Kelly did better, so that might earn him a contract. And then McCain only played in 12 games. Darius Leonard led the team in tackles, 3 TFLs, half a sack, 2 picks. Bobby Okereke continuing to play like a superstar, not a fucking normal dev player. Darius Slay had 1 pick. Tracy Walker was great. Might have earned himself a new contract. Kenny Moore was solid. Mackenzie Alexander was great. Didn't expect that from him at this point. And then Kwity Paye did his thing. Yannick Ngakoue did his thing. Aaron Clemens better be Rookie of the Year. And then DeForest Buckner has been consistent. Where's that linebacker, though? Where the hell is that linebacker? Right outside linebacker. So Atkinson had 5 TFLs. Where's the other one, though? Randolph, 14 tackles. So he didn't get in that much. Forced fumbles was Okereke, Kenny Moore. We had a block for Ngakoue, a safety for DeForest Buckner. Missed the extra pointer. And he had 1 field goal blocked, so he really only missed 3 inside the 20, just 5 times. But longest was a 74-yard punt. He averaged 50.9. And let's see, no special team touchdowns. Yearly awards. Who did the MVP go to? Where is the fucking yearly awards? MVP went to Josh Allen. No Jonathan Taylor. Coach of the Year, Urban Meyer. Offense Player of the Year for the AFC, Josh Allen. No Jonathan Taylor. Defensive Player of the Year, Myles Garrett. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Cam Ingram for the Titans. And then Defensive Rookie of the Year was Aaron Clemens. We made the right decision. Look at that boy Buckner, defensive tackle that we were going to take. He's up there too. And Marco Bright, cornerback that we thought about taking. Josh Allen was the best quarterback of the AFC. Best running back was Josh Jacobs. He had Jonathan Taylor at number 3. Best wide receiver was Cortland Sutton. Best offensive lineman was Quentin Nelson. Again, that's 2 years in a row. And we also had Mekhi Becton, Braden Smith down there, Myles Garrett, Yannick Ngakoue at 6. Yannick Ngakoue at 6. Best linebacker, Josh Allen of the Jaguars. DB was Shaq Griffin. We had Tracy Walker at number 10. And then best kicker was Evan McPherson. No Rodrigo Blankenship. So, in a season where we should have made the playoffs, screwed by the league, second in the division, 10-7, we overcame the Titans. Not worry about the Texans. We need to overcome them damn OP Jaguars. They're like the fucking Chiefs in our division for some weird ass reason. Pro Bowl. See if we have any Pro Bowlers. We had a good amount every single season. As Jonathan Taylor makes it again. So that's 1 for us. We have Mekhi Becton makes 2. Quentin Nelson makes 3. No Kelly. But Braden Smith makes 4. No Yannick Ngakoue. No DeForest Buckner. No Darius Leonard. No Tracy Walker. Are you kidding me? So just 4 Pro Bowlers. AFC was just being tough on us all year around. As the Super Bowl is a team that you never really see. The damn Eagles and our division rivals, the Jacksonville Jaguars. So we are actually pulling for the Eagles to win the Super Bowl. And let's see if we had any depth trait upgrades. And we don't. When it comes to the offensive side, we never have any on the offense. And then on the defensive side, Kwity Paye goes up to superstar. I believe Kenny Moore had X Factor. They must have bumped him down, and then he's still a superstar. But Darius Leonard gets his X Factor back. So I'm proud of him. And everybody else, so Kwity Paye and Darius Leonard. Randolph came out to be a star dev. Baba Okereke still getting screwed, but let's go Eagles. Damn you, Eagles. You let the Jaguars win the Super Bowl, so that's who we have to deal with in our division. Trevor Lawrence becomes a Super Bowl champion as Urban Meyer wins Coach of the Year, Josh Allen, MVP and Offensive Player of the Year, Myles Garrett, and then the rookie quarterback for the Vikings, Rick Jennings, Defensive Rookie of the Year, was our Aaron Clemens, our defensive tackle. Great first-round pick. Never should have doubted him. But let's go ahead and improve this team some more for year 5 to see if we can finally make the damn playoffs. And we're going to have to try to win the Super Bowl. So good thing is, though, we have a rookie quarterback on a rookie deal. We got money to spend where we need to spend it at. We're going to be very aggressive as they want us to take another defensive tackle. Not happening. So let's go ahead and look to see if we have any retirements, as we haven't really had that much in this rebuild, and we don't have any. Eric Fisher used to play for us, but that's it. And let's look at the contracts. Got about 19 players. We have Darius Slay. Now, 90 tackles, 1 pick. I don't think he did enough to earn a new contract. Ryan Kelly. I think he had a bounce back season. Yeah, he did. I don't think he made the Pro Bowl, though. But he had a bounce back season. I would bring him back. Let's just give him a 2-year deal. Make it cheaper. He comes back. Naheem Hines, though. I wouldn't give him a 3-year deal. I would give him a 2-year deal if he wants to come back. And he's not interested in signing. That's okay. Julio's gone. I like Grandson, but I think we can get better backup. Will Fries can finally go, even though he's actually played. Actually, Will Fries has been a good backup for us. Yeah. Finally gave up a sack, but he's been decent, man. So let's bring back Will Fries. Bring him back. Sam Allerg has been great. We'll bring him back as a backup quarterback. Tracy Walker was actually good for us. So you want to come back? We'll give him that. Even if we upgrade the position, he wants to leave. Deontay Foreman. We'll bring him back because we are losing Naheem Hines, and he wants to leave. Look at it. I'm being fucking nice, offering these guys contracts. Usually, you guys don't even look to the right. Look at these fucking deaf players, 60 overall people. Like, I'm actually giving them chances, and they want to all fucking leave. So, goodbye, Darius Slade, Naheem Hines. Those are our 2 big losses, including Julio Jones. And then, thank you, Will Fries, for being the only person that's being considerate and who wants a job. So thank you, Will Fries. We'll give you some free fries or something with that new contract of yours. And let's see if we can cut anybody, trade anybody. We are going to need a backup running back. We do have Devin Anderson, though. We could probably give him a chance. Receiver, I still got Gallery. I'm going to push Jermaine Vincent, but I think we can. We're going to keep Gallery on the trading block and try to improve wide receiver. Don't know who this guy is, but we save $1 million. Thank you. So other guys were a part of the practice squad. Mo Alley Cox, we need backup help for him. Got Ryan Kelly back. McCain we could improve on. He's actually played okay, though, so we might let him keep playing right guard. Kwity Paye keeps his superstar dev. I love it. I love it. Thank you, Kwity Paye. DeForest Buckner, and we got Clemens now. Please let him still have a star dev. He does. So our interior defensive line, we have Yannick Ngakoue has been playing great ever since he got here. Kwity Paye is a superstar. Clemens is a star, and DeForest Buckner is still DeForest Buckner. Darius Leonard is all the way down to star. So it seems like they're just robbing my fucking linebackers when it comes to Okereke and Darius Leonard. We'll go ahead and move Randolph to the right. But never mind, they knocked his star dev trait down, so we are going to need a right outside linebacker. And then we definitely still need cornerback. And it looking like we need safety. Tracy Walker left us, and I don't even want to give his ass another contract. I know he had the 3 picks, but he disrespected us, man. He disrespected us as Michael Thomas. Michael Thomas is here. Michael Thomas is here. And you know what? I think that in real life, I think the Saints should trade Michael Thomas and just start over at the wide receiver position. And I ain't even going to cap with y'all. Michael Pittman, Michael Thomas, and our big wide receiver, we trade Gallery. That looks like the move right now. Aaron Jones doesn't want nothing. It's a cheap contract for him to be a backup, but I'm not going to do that. We got Jonathan Taylor. Naheem Hines wants to leave us. That's okay. We'll probably try to get a backup running back in the draft. But, Rondale Moore. Do we allow him to go to the Jaguars? I mean, I really don't need another big physical wide receiver. If anything, we need a speedster. Rondale Moore's 5'7". He has superstar dev, though. But Michael Thomas has no bids on him. Gronk is still playing. Mo Alley Cox lost his star dev trait. Jonnu Smith is there. Nick Boyle. David Bakhtiari, Garrett Bowles. Trey Smith is there. Nate Davis, Brandon Scherf would solidify the O-line. D-line is straight. Don't need Khalil Mack. Don't need Von Miller. They don't really fit the scheme. Stephon Gilmore, Xavier Howard, Marcus Peters, Mike Hilton, J.C. Horn, Darius Slay we could bring back. Justin Simmons is there. Eddie Jackson. Man, first of all, top priority. Where's my boy? We're getting my boy Sanchez back. Should have never left. My bad. Let's go ahead and get our punter back. I'm thinking. Eddie Jackson, moving to strong safety. Justin Simmons. I don't know. Or we take safety in the draft. Cornerback. Do we bring in a J.C. Horn? Or get Darius Slay back, who had a pick for us? Or do we get J.C. Horn? I think it would just be cheaper bring back Darius Slay. So let's get Darius Slay back. And then I want Brandon Scherf on a 2-year deal. Solidify the O-line. And then I want Nick Boyle on a 2-year deal. Get back to that. Colts love having 2 tight ends, so get back to that type of system. So let's give them a little bit more. So get Nick Boyle. And then the final signing is going to come down between Michael Thomas and Rondale Moore. I think because the Jaguars are offering Rondale Moore, we're not even close. And I'm not going to break the bank on them. We're going to go ahead and get Mike Thomas. We're just going to go ahead and get Mike Thomas. 2-year deal. Put it down a little bit. And get Michael Thomas. So, Mike Thomas, Brandon Scherf, Darius Slay, Sanchez back, and then Nick Boyle. So, we can get all those players. That will improve the team. Let's go ahead and simulate and see what the results are. Jaguars, hopefully they don't get Rondale Moore, a young superstar receiver. As we get Brandon Scherf, we get Nick Boyle, and we get Sanchez back as our punter. Now, we didn't get Darius Slay yet, and we didn't get Michael Thomas because he might go and play for the Patriots. Darius Slay looks like he's still coming. Receiver, Rondale Moore did go to the fucking Jaguars. God damn it. So, they made a big play. I'm still all in on Mike Thomas. So, he got a better deal from the Patriots. Let's give him 13 mil. Let's give him 605. 57 mil. That's 100 points. We're still below, but we're going to go ahead. We have not used our staff points for anything. Let's go ahead and use it for, what is it called? The player personnel. Contracts. We need the receiver one, which is it all the way down there? So, unfortunately, I have to buy this. Can I buy this one? Buy this. Buy this. And then here's the receiver. What else do I gotta buy? Gotta buy this one, I guess. This one branches off to this one. So now we can go ahead and get a receiver, and we'll do 2 for that. I want Michael Thomas, damn it. We're just going to have a bunch of big, tall receivers. And, yep, that puts us number 1. So let's go ahead and try to snag Michael Thomas. And we get him. Thank you, Michael Thomas. I have not scouted the players. So let's go ahead and, first of all, I need to look at our weaknesses and positions that we don't have. So, with the additions, we have our quarterback, we have our running back, we have our fullback, we have Pittman will be our wide receiver 1. Michael Thomas will be number 2, taking on that Julio Jones role. And then Vincent will be our wide receiver 3. Gallery is on his way out. Cox and Boyle. I like the tight end combo. Then Becton, Nelson, Kelly, Scherf, Smith makes our offensive line even better. Top 3 offensive line in the league. Kwity Paye being a superstar, Yannick Ngakoue playing well, and then Clemens being a star, DeForest Buckner. The defensive line is great. Leonard Okereke have been playing great. We just need a right outside linebacker because we lost the depth rate for Randolph. And then, did we not get Darius Slay yet? So if we get Slay back, the only position we really need for like starter wise would be safety. So we're definitely gonna scout some safeties and corner. I think those are the two weakest positions on the team. Let's look at backup running back because we could use a running back to replace Naheem Hines. This guy is slow as hell. What about Culpepper? Chad Culpepper. He is the strongest. A stiff arm, B trucking, C pass block. He doesn't look that bad. So we'll put him on the list. Really don't want a power back though. I really want like a receiving back. And all these damn running backs are slow. Demetrius Winston, what about you? D catching? Definitely not a receiving back. So looks like we're out on the running backs this year. Don't need receiver. Actually, we still could get a receiver just to add another weapon. A catching traffic out of Alabama. A carrying. B kick return. It's like a beast. We'll put him on the list, even though we're not really looking for receiver. Tight end. We could definitely look at tight end. Mo Alley Cox is regressing. 4.49 fastest receiver. Elite speed at receiver. So Cordell Adam looks good. What about this guy, Jerron Sherman? Strongest tight end in the class. A short round, B carrying. He looks good. So we could look at him in the third round. Offensive line is set. D line is set. We do need outside linebacker though. So outside linebacker, corner, and safety will be the top picks. So you got this guy, Bynes. He looks good. Alan Miles, A pursuit. B zone. He might be the pick. Alan Miles looks like a beast. B pursuit. Nope, not interested. Middle linebacker. George Gore. I thought it said George for a second. This guy's a beast. First in the 40-yard dash, first in the bench, first in the jumping. He's just elite, all elite. Put him on the list. And then let's look at this guy, Marcus Hamilton, B block shedding. And don't look that good, but we'll put him on the list. And we'll put this guy, B pursuit, elite speed and strength. Looks like an edge rusher, kind of, but we'll put him on the list just in case if he falls to us. And then we definitely need cornerback. Tim McIntosh. He's fast. He can tackle. He can catch. He looks like a cornerback that we could use. Jaden Towns. A press. He looks like a cornerback we can use. Johnny Daniels. He can tackle. He looks like a cornerback we can use. Ty Bush. B catching, but that man's not so great. He's a ball hawk, but I would pass on him. And then we'll look at Jamie McCain. So I think this draft class is kind of deep. He's a kick returner. Don't got hit power, but he looks good. Safety. There's never any fucking safeties in these draft classes. There is one, though, Randy Jenkins. Looks good. Looks okay, actually. And then Marcus Cook. Let's see what you can do. A injury. Just put him on the list. So far, I like the two tight ends. I like that left outside linebacker. His name was Alan Miles. Ricky Bonds looked good, too. Can't count him out. But I think Miles, Gore, but Gore might not be there. So Miles, definitely. The cornerback. The safeties don't look that good. So looks like we might take a left outside linebacker. But let's see if we get Darius Slay. Knew we were going to get kicked out. And I don't think I looked at the final mock draft. Oh, there we go. And we did get Darius Slay back, so that's good. So we don't have to take corner first round. We can focus on that linebacker, and let's see where some of these guys are going to go. So that George, I want to call him George Gore, GG, going 8. So he looks like a hell of a player. Looks like he might be going to the Vikings. Those cornerbacks are going early. Ricky Bynes, that left us out linebacker, but where's the other one we want? So they have us taking Tim McIntosh. Alan Miles down there. So it looks like we have a choice between McIntosh. I think he was one of the cornerbacks we looked at. He had the B catching, the elite speed. He could tackle, but I think I like Alan Miles a little bit better. That A pursuit, B zone. He can jump. He's a freak. I think I like Alan Miles. Fit our linebacker role. So we get Darius Slay back. Let's check out the free agency recap. I don't like that Rondale Moore, superstar dev, went to the Jaguars, who just won the Super Bowl. So that's going to make them even stronger. And they got David Bakhtiari. So we made big moves bringing in Michael Thomas, Brandon Scherf. They made big moves bringing in David Bakhtiari and Rondale Moore. See if any. Ooh, the Vikings making big plays, man. Kendall Fuller, Von Miller, and Stephon Gilmore. So beefing up their defense. But let's see what the other teams in our division did. I don't see any Texans, so there goes Chris Carson. And then, what are the Titans? Titans not making no moves. They just sitting back watching everybody else. But Jaguars making big moves. Vikings making big moves in the NFC. And then we made some big moves. So let's go ahead to the draft. And we're going to go ahead and get our linebacker.
The Giants are on the clock now. All right, next up, the Colts are on the clock.
So, there are some running backs there that we don't need. That receiver, though, Denario Collins, A catching traffic. So tempting. Almost pressed X, too. That tight end is so tempting. But I like Sherman in the 3rd round. Offensive line is set. So really, Alan Miles for us. Because those other cornerbacks could slip. So, yeah. And then those safeties don't look that good. Man, what are we going to do at safety? I still need safety, cornerback, and right outside linebacker, backup running back, tight end maybe. So we're going to take Alan Miles, though. Plug him in on the right side linebacker position.
On the clock now, it's the Buccaneers.
Why can't I hit on the fucking dev trait, my first round picks? But this time I'm going to be happy about it, though. You saw what happened with our defensive tackle. He was able to hit on the dev trait in the season, and he's a beast. So Alan Miles could still be a beast for us.
Let's see what they do.
As Ty Bush goes to the Bills. Ooh. Denario Collins slipped. What? But so did the safeties, and we need a safety. So Randy Jenkins might be the pick. Randy Jenkins. Got McLean down there. And we really could have took this guy. But it's now the receiver. Ooh, the tight end too. But we brought in Nick Boyle, so I don't think we're going to do that. But it's either the receiver. What am I doing? We got Michael Thomas. Randy Jenkins is the pick here. Not even going to think about our safety. Hidden Dev, DraftKings. That was a great fall. Got a position of need. Probably our best draft pick so far. And let's see if more people fall to us. I think this draft class is deep as Culpepper is there in the 3rd round. Stop. So, players that are available, don't know any of these guys. So, the only guy that we're familiar with that we could take is Culpepper. We'll look at Sloan, though. C break tackle. He's on my list. Take him.
The Bucks on the clock now. Let's see
I
who
hate
they
this
have their
game.
eye on.
They took him.
The Colts
Forgot they take the players usually that you have on your list. But we might have to just sim this out because the draft board is being stupid. I think we just sim this thing out. It kicked me out again. Something about the EA service. And I have 30 seconds on the clock to try and draft somebody. At this point, I just want to sim it out. Shit is blowing me. Damn, he was elite. Hold on. Pump the brakes. Elite agility. A stamina, B tackle, D pressing. Let's just take him.
All right, next up, the Bucks are
Since it's
on the
glitching.
clock.
Don't have no time to look at nobody.
Okay, here we go. The Colts now
Take
on
a
the clock.
cornerback. F catching traffic, no sir. C catch and C release. Nope, too weak. But Robert Cook. He doesn't look that bad. B catching. A short route. Look like a steal.
Okay, it's the Bucks now.
Take a tight end.
All right, next up, the
Then I'm
Colts
trying to think. What other positions? We got the backup running back. We got cornerback. We got strong safety. We got right outside linebacker. We have backup quarterbacks. Do we take a receiver here? Fuck it. Let's just take Cook.
On the clock now, it's the Buccaneers.
And then with our final pick,
the Colts now on the clock.
Let's take another cornerback. Actually, I think we might need a defensive tackle on the depth chart. Let's look at Cameron Britt. B finesse, D tackling though. F hit power, F stamina. So a couple of Fs there. Doesn't look good. What about choice? Are you the right choice? No, you're not. I saw them F power moves, some Ds and them Fs. D finesse moves. Jamal Peterson, D's, F's, That's all you get on your report card, bro. You don't get no C's, B's, and A's. D's for Newkirk, whatever his name is. At this point, we might have to give up. Ooh, C tackling for Rossum. That looked good. That looked good. C tackling. D pursuit, though. D impact block. Let's look at the defensive ends. See if there's a big enough defensive end. So you got this guy right here. B tackling, C block shedding. A stamina. He's the guy.
The Buccaneers are on the clock now.
Move Morant into D tackle. Don't need to pause the draft because that is the end of the drafts. Let's see how we did. Kind of disappointed the first round pick was not a hidden depth trait. Repeat of what happened in the last draft, but it doesn't matter because this dude was a 77 overall, probably the best player in the draft. And I thought he would have a better pass coverage. It says that he's an edge rusher. But we're going to play him as our right outside pass coverage linebacker. I really thought, see, awareness, strength, everything looks good. Finesse, pursuit, catching, man. See, that stuff ain't good. But we're going to play him at right outside linebacker. He's going to have to adjust. He was the best player available for us. Randy Jenkins, though, we got our safety finally. He can tackle. He's fast. We got a running back. So Cole Pepper and the other running back that we have, we'll try to support Jonathan Taylor. His cornerback was actually better than I thought. Not good in zone. So he'll be like a depth corner. Tight end was better than I thought. He's big, weighs a lot, 272, 6'6". He can catch. And he's great at short route running. So that's great to have a tight end. And then this receiver looks decent. And then the defensive end that we're moving it. So overall, just solid draft. And let's see if we have the best player in the draft. It doesn't look like it because there is a couple of 80s. And would you look at that running back, Gabe McDowell went, I think we were picked 18 or 17. So he went two picks before us. And then the free safety, Derek Bates. We should have drafted him in the first round. That would have been a great pick for us. But Gore was a 78 we looked at. He only had normal dev. And the Vikings just killed their offseason. Got two good players in the draft. And then they went crazy in free agency. But who was I looking for again? Who was I looking for? Tim McIntosh. He was normal, so it still would have been a great pick. Don't know who I'm looking for, though. Oh, I was just checking to see if we had the best player in the draft. But overall, solid draft. Going into year 5 is going to be a Super Bowl and nothing scenario. But how many times are they going to kick us out? But with the way that this rebuild is going, we have improved our win every single season. So with us barely missing out on the playoffs, first team out with 10 wins, we should be projected to get about 11 wins and make it to the playoffs. Hopefully win a division because the Jaguars just won the Super Bowl. They brought in Rondale Moore. They brought in David Bakhtiari. So it's going to be tough to knock them off the top. But that'll wrap it up for part 4. Until the next episode.